Let's start with the task 1. Extract the mid, first, last name of each employee by using the text functions. So as you see, we have a different type of names with name and without mid names. So we need to choose a function that will work for all of them. Let's start with the first name. I can extract the first name by finding the space from the text, the first space from the text, and extract all other characters, letters until the first space. So let's start adding the find function and find text space within this text and add the left, because we need to extract the symbol from the left side until you reach the space. That's it, you get the first name. For mid name, I'll use the first name and the last name, so I prefer to find the last name first. For the last name, I'll use the substitution method. Why? Because there are two spaces. I could not use nested find function for this sample, so that's why I'll use a substitute, and I will use this. I will substitute one of the space with some other character. It can be anything like star. And the last argument is the instance number. Instance number I can find by using the length of text, subtract the length of text without the spaces. And for getting the length of text without the spaces, just hold on, I need to move this. Length of text without the spaces I will able to get by using substitution again. So I will substitute all spaces from this text with nothing, so it will be empty, and close it. Close all parentheses, press enter. That's it. So as you see, the second space is replaced with the star symbol. Now I can add here find function. Find function. I will find the star from my substituted text from within this text, and I will use. Let's test this one. Okay, it's in 8th place. And also we need to add here from the right side of the text, we need to say the argument for number of characters. Number of characters will be the len of text. Subtract the rest of the text that we calculated. Yes, so we get the last name as well. For the mid name, it's now very simple. We will use for that mid function, and from this text, start number will be the length len of the first name, and the number of characters will be the length of entire text. Then length of entire text. Then I subtract the first name and the last name from the text. Okay, len again, the first name, then subtract len of the last name. Close the parentheses. And let's see. Yes, and I will drag it down to see if there's anything caused any problem. Okay. As you see, mid names is a bit confused because I didn't fill the last name parts. Okay, after you fill the last names, all mid names will all accurate. And that's it for the first task. Task 2 is super easy. So by using the text functions, rewrite the title field and the capitalized first letter of each word of the title. So here we are going to write the title again. As you see, there are some extra spaces and some of the words first letters are not capital. For making it removing the spaces first, I will use the trim function and select the text. Also, for make the first letter capital, we need to use a proper function for, and that's it. As you see, it is super easy. Drag down to fill the rest of the fields. And task 3. In task 3, by using the name and the surname of the students, generate email address with given domain. Create temporary password for each user by using their names, question mark, and the first letter of the name, followed by last 2 digits of student ID number. The sample is given, so we are going to create the email address and a password as in the email, in the sample. So obviously we need to use a concatenate and some left right meet function for extract some parts from the first name and the surname. We will start by using a concatenate. I need the first letter of the name, so I can use a left text and the first letter I spawn character. The next thing is the underscore symbol, just add it between the speech marks, and later entire surname and the domain part. We need to type, and we need to just type the domain part in here and close the parenthesis. That's it. Here you get the sample email address of the password. Password, again the first letter, starting with the concatenate. Left function and the first letter of the name. Then we need the question mark this time. And from here, from the name, the rest of the letters, I can extract it by using the write function. And text, write function, number of characters will be the len, length of the entire text, and subtract 1 from that. You can also use the meet function in here. Just for this time I use the write, and the last part also absolutely we need to use write in here because it is the last 2 digits of the student ID number. And close the parenthesis. Let me check if we missed any particle in here. All right. So as you see, we get the proper form of the emails as required in the question and their passwords. Now we'll move to the task 4. Now we are in the task 4. Calculate the number of orders for each client by using the text function. Freeze column A and row 1 and make it visible while the rest of the worksheet scrolls. So there are customer and their order numbers, as you see, separated with the slash, and we need to count how many so each of these numbers stand for the order, and we just need to count how many orders in here. It is also easy, and we are going to use substitute function first. So I will substitute all slashes with empty I mean with nothing. So I will remove the, basically I will remove the slashes from the text. And then I will calculate the length of this. After calculating the length, there's, as you see, there are 18 numbers, 18 digits. And as you see, approximately like most of the order numbers has 6 digits. So it means that if I divide the length of text by 6, I can get the number of orders in here. Oh no, I multiply it. Alright, as you see, there are 3 orders now. I'll drag it down to fill to get the order number for the rest of it. Alright, there are some, when there are some different numbers, like for example this one. For this guy, the order number is 5 digits, that's why it gives me some decimal number. And I can use round function because round function will give me the whole number, not the decimal places in here. So that's why I will use the round function and 0 decimal place. Zero decimal place, so it will give me the whole number in here. As you see, there's one order. You can apply it to the rest of the numbers as well, and you can check. There are, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 orders. Absolutely correct. Move to the. Here we also need to freeze the column A and the row 1 and make it visible while the rest of the worksheet scrolls. You need to use a split tool and bring this cross right here where the column and row, first column and the first row intercept, and press freeze panes. Now you can test it by scrolling up, down, and left, right, and you see that it's frozen. Done. The next task, task 5. Now by using the text functions, rewrite the current date and the expiration date of the item and calculate the days to expire. You know, we can change their format by using from the number formatting numbers, but it says we should use the text functions. That's why I will rewrite the text function in here by using the text function, this current date and the expiration date in here. So basically I need to use concatenate again. Oh no, sorry, to use the concatenate function. The text will be the text of current date text. I will use the left function to extract the first 2 characters from this text and concatenate it with the slash. The next thing also will be from the same text. I will use the mid function this time to extract the date part. Start number will be 3 from the third character. Start from the third character, extract the 2 symbol, and again separate with the slash. Finally the last part from the right side, and the number of character is the 4. Alright, so that's it. I will use the same formula to calculate to get the second part, expiration dates as well. Fill the rest of this. More, yes, and same for the expiration date. Now time to calculate the disk to expire days. Expiration date, we need to subtract current date from the expiration date, and the negative numbers means that the certain days expired already. That's all about the text functions of the Excel.